The sun had barely risen above the horizon as the beleaguered posse trudged through the desolate paths winding out of the forest of the dead, a place where even the bravest souls quailed. The ghastly remains of skeletal trees loomed like accusing fingers, and the air was thick with the whisper of nameless horrors. Bruce, the orphan, clutched the tattered letter and map that had led them astray, his youthful visage now hardened by sorrow and suspicion. Marshall's steely gaze scanned the shadows, every rustle a potential threat, his hand never far from the well-worn hilt of his revolver. Eagle, the Apache scout, moved silently beside them, his spirit heavy with the weight of apocalyptic visions and dark premonitions. The forest seemed to breathe with malevolence, and every step felt like a march deeper into perdition. Their betrayal by Carl, the undead gunslinger, gnawed at their sanity. Once a trusted companion, Carl's duplicitous nature had been revealed in the most macabre of fashions. His gaunt visage, now a grotesque mockery of life, haunted their every thought. The revelation that he was the architect of their collective miseries, Marshall's razed town, Bruce's murdered parents, and Eagle's prophetic nightmares, cast a pall of despair over their hearts. The confrontation in the forest had been brutal, a clash of flesh and bone against spectral malevolence. Carl had fought with an unholy fervor, his hollow eyes gleaming with an unnatural light. Yet, through sheer tenacity and desperation, the posse had subdued him, chaining his malevolent form for transport back to Wood's End. They also managed to undo the dark magic that had turned him into a headless nightmare. Carl was now back in his human form, able to be bound and chained and dragged to justice. As they approached the outskirts of Wood's End, the oppressive dread that had accompanied them from the forest seemed to deepen. The town itself, usually a beacon of rustic simplicity, now felt like a bastion on the brink of siege. Carl's incarceration in the jail cell was a tenuous victory. The undead gunslinger's sinister influence stretched far and wide, his acolytes already rumored to be converging on the town. The posse braced themselves for the inevitable onslaught, their every nerve taut with anticipation. They knew that Carl's trial was merely the prelude to a far greater struggle. Shadows flickered ominously in the dying light, and the air was thick with an almost tangible sense of impending doom. The fate of Wood's End, and perhaps the world, hung precariously in the balance as the posse prepared to defend against the encroaching darkness.